Okay, here we go. Once again, Clash of the Titans. Game number 3 between TheViper and Jordan23, currently tied up at 1-all. So it is extremely very much all to play for. I don't even think that made any sense, but I'm so excited for these games. The two Arabia games we've seen so far, well, Arabia and Double Arabia, have been absolutely awesome. And we are here now on the Viper's home map, which is Baltic, for game number 3. So down to the south of the map, playing in blue as the Vikings, we do have Jordan23, and up to the very north of the map in the red, playing as the Vikings as well, we do have the Viper. So Mirror Civilizations Vikings on Baltic, and you know, the Viper, very much interesting water player. I mean, when we saw him play against VG Paladin in the, well, before the round robin stage, he actually chose Huns versus Vikings in the attempt that he would take the water much faster, gain an advantage much faster, and be able to win that way. It ended up being a very long game. Against a Viking player, it's really difficult to win the water if you're not playing as Vikings yourself. But because he managed to take the land, he still won it anyway. But this time, we have got a mirror civ, so nothing out of the ordinary here in terms of different civilizations to take into consideration. But Baltic is a very fun map to watch. I personally really enjoy this map, as obviously there's the opportunity for a sneak around the edge. There's possibilities for landings across the center as well, and this map, of course, with so much distance between the top and bottom, with just entirely a body of water, it makes great opportunities for landings, and it makes great opportunities to just do things that are a little bit more out of the ordinary. Not necessarily just go for a 3 or 4 dock galley rush, though that is probably going to be the first thing that they go to, because that is pretty much the standard, but we don't know. I was almost expecting that the Viper would choose to play Team Islands, because the opportunity for a landing is always there. But then again, Baltic also has that opportunity, and this map is going to be so crucial for both of these guys to take a win, as it's going to be it's going to be like the mindset that they go into the next game. If Jordan wins this, then he's going to get a huge boost of confidence, because perhaps he wasn't really going into this series expecting to take a victory from the Viper. However, if the Viper does win this one, then he might end up thinking, yeah, I am the king after all, I can take this, no problem, and then end up probably being in a much better mental state. So it's a really crucial game. This is the middle game of the 5, so this is extremely crucial. And of course, micromanagement here on the water with the galleys going to be extremely crucial as well. We'll see if either of them really do have, well, one of them has a better micro. This will be the real true test, because galley micro is so important. There we go. Second board just coming in for for Jordan there. The Viper taking his second as well. And efficiency is another extremely important thing during the Dark Age on really any water map. And the Viper is an extremely efficient player, but Jordan23 is up there with him. So let's see. We've not had a restart anyway, which is at least one advantage or one bonus. We've got past the 4-minute mark, and there does seem to be a little bit of lag here. It doesn't seem to be too bad, but I think the Viper might be causing a little bit of lag at the moment. There's a few sort of pauses and breaks in the game, but we've got a little pause now. Let's see if the Viper can sort out the issue with his internet. He got new internet apparently the other day, and it just dropped on him, so he switched back to the old one. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but maybe he's having a few issues with it. We'll see. Maybe he'll boot his brother off or something. Who knows? And hopefully this pause won't be too long. Both of them are very close at this stage. 20 population each. Neither of them with loom yet. And both of them with their dock and first fishing ship out. So it is extremely close. In fact, 51% on that fishing ship, 78%. That's how close it is, and that just shows that Jordan may be a fraction of a second ahead, but it really is totally negligible at this stage. So just wait for this pause to ride out here. As I say, hopefully it won't take too long. Viper's probably just storming around the house, I can imagine, booting his siblings off the internet. But we'll see how long it takes. I'm hoping not too long. There we go. Viper doesn't think it's him, but hopefully there's not too much lag for the onset of this game. Jordan going to pause now. See if he can fix whatever issues there are. What a wonderful way to start Game 3 with a couple of pauses. Obviously, neither of them wanting to play with lag, and of course they played together a lot in the past, so they do know that they can play without lag. So perhaps it's Jordan's issue. We'll see. Come back in a second and let us know, I'm sure. As I say, hopefully it won't take them too long to sort it out. Let's have a look at the map then for the time being anyway. As I said before, you do have the opportunity for a sneak here. And there are a few extra sheep as well around the edges of the map. Looks like... Okay, right, there we go. Looks like they're unpausing and they're all sorted. That's great. I was thinking for a minute there that we weren't ever going to unpause, but it seems like it might have been Viper's brother that was on the internet causing some lag or something. I don't know. Downloading torrents or something like that. No clue. But either way, very, very close at this stage. There is a little bit of lag, though. They don't seem to be happy about it. It's obviously going to make Galley Micro much more difficult. Perhaps after this game, Viper can switch back to the other new internet. Who knows? And yet again, another pause. Damn. Sorry about this. Not a lot we can do about it, unfortunately. Aside from wait for the players to sort it out. Jordan, though, just about to click up to Feudal. 502 food in the bank. Viper, not enough food in just yet, but probably going to have enough food when he drops these villagers off. Yeah, he probably will just have enough when he drops them. But he is going to be a few seconds behind Jordan here. As we can see, Jordan already transitioning all his villagers to wood. Viper still on the food. But it will be close. Either way, it will be close. Come on, let's unpause it. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I would give you a little bit of trivia about these guys, but I don't actually have anything written down. I'd have to tab out to be able to see it. So, unfortunately, that is not going to be possible. But so far, I mean, the games have been really good so far. I mean, that first game was very close, and I think Jordan probably feeling a little bit disappointed in himself. Okay, there we go. They've unpaused again. I'm hoping now then that that's going to be it. Viper just clicked up to Feudal. Jordan as well, a fraction of a second ahead. 23 population to 23 population, both of them with 3 fishing ships out. Sorry, 4 fishing ships for Jordan. But I don't know what's going on here. It seems like they've got mega lag. Obviously for us, we can't tell because we don't know when the commands are being issued and then when it's actually happening. But judging by the fact that Viper is saying holy shit, I imagine it's pretty damn bad. We'll see, we'll see. Again, it looks like we might have another pause. Damn this. This is not going well at all here. Okay, stream ended. I don't know what's happened there, but it looks like they've gone back. Maybe Viper's going to change his internet or something. Looks like they went back and they're going to restart. Okay, that sucks. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, they're going to restore and see if they can fix it from there. So we're going to go straight back in. Oh, yes. Alright, we should go straight back in as they're doing a restore now. And Viper's dropped. That's bad news. Okay, he's joined back in. Maybe it's going to work. I don't know. We'll see. It seems like that one of them's having issues with their internet. Oh, looks like we're back in. Okay, so they're going to do a restart now. They've launched the game on a restored. Hopefully the lag's fixed. I mean, neither of them seem to be having any issues with their internet, so it's complete mystery as to what's actually going wrong here. Hopefully it's not really too much of a big deal and it's actually fixed now. Doesn't seem like either of them are complaining, so perhaps it is. Perhaps a bug in the game or something. I don't know. Right, so one thing to note at the moment, Jordan23 has got an extra fishing ship out. He's on 4. The Viper is on 3. So for Jordan to lose the water now, he's going to be losing a larger investment. But at the same time, the longer these fishing ships are available to him, the more food he's going to be gathering from that, and potentially the faster castle he can do. So it is going to be a very tense and a very close feudal age, I think. This galley war going to be so crucial. The Viper a couple of seconds behind in terms of going up to the feudal age. As his second dock just goes up, then Jordan going to have a good 45-50% advantage on getting that first galley out. But by the time he makes it over to the Viper, Viper will have the galley out himself. But that is going to be a slight advantage for Jordan, which he can probably make very good use of. Right here, then, you can see Jordan switching his fishing ships over to the left side to take the big fish. The Viper taking the shallows, the shorefish. Not a good thing to be doing. Did spend a little time taking shorefish there. Going to be losing out on slight amount of food. But either way, let's see how this one goes. Jordan moving across the map now. Will he pick off a fishing ship or not? Lost the first shot to the Viper's galley. And it's looking like Viper's going to gain a slight advantage here. Micro, as I say, going to be so important. And Jordan taking a transport ship now across the map. Will the Viper see it? It looks like he might do. If he's not careful, let's watch this galley here. And he's going to run straight into the transport. Oh, man. Unexpected stuff indeed. Jordan going to be taking out the Viper's scout there, but geez, Jordan's going to get that transport over. Unexpected to say the least, but he could have walked around. Sure, he might have met a couple of wolves, but he could have walked. Viper converging on that transport ship now, and they'll be looking to take out those villagers as they run towards his base. Really clever stuff by the Viper, but now opportunity for Jordan to take out these fishing ships. Good stuff indeed. Jordan continuing that galley production and going for the fishing ships of the Viper there. Managing to send those villagers over. But Viper now with a very quick wall at the back of his base, adding in those houses and that barracks to defend. And Viper, I think, going to have an advantage on the water. 9 ships to Jordan's 7. That's quite a, well, not a big difference, but if he's micros well, then that is a large enough difference to make a very big indent into Jordan's navy. Jordan could take this opportunity to do some damage though, as Viper's army is split. But it looks like Viper trying to lead him away so that he can go for the fishing ships, opting to keep his army into 2 groups. Jordan then looking to get in here, going to put a tower up on this wood spot. I would have actually said here's a better position. Put it there, man. Much better. And that will cover the wood and the gold. So very good maneuver by Jordan there. Of course, these villagers need to do the damage. They're not going to be able to get in at this rate unless he takes down this house somehow. So these villagers might not be all that useful to him. The transport ship is still up there. I mean, he could send the transport over and transport them around the wall. That is a possibility. And Jordan, if he just keeps the Viper busy on the water, then he can actually take that advantage and do just that. So right now then, going to be taking out those villagers on the wood. Viper going to give up on that watchtower. Bad decision to make, I feel, because he's wasted a lot of stone and wood on that. Jordan then fighting in the center now. Going to lose a lot of these galleys by the looks of things. Viper getting in there. He knows he's got the numbers advantage, but Jordan has got fletching. The Viper just getting fletching now, trying to micro his way around this, and Jordan may just get quite a few galleys if he targets them well. Look at how low they all are. Some of these on maybe 4 to 8 HP, but Jordan now with only 6 galleys on the water, going to be hard pressed to really do that much damage. But that early +1 really helped him out there. And Jordan building a mining camp on this stone, going to be taking that stone there and trying to get perhaps more towers out, or maybe just save up the stone he needs to once he gets up to the castle age to add those extra TCs. Vikings then, of course, going to have a great economy, allowing them to get up to the castle age in a reasonable time. And micro-wise, both these guys looking pretty good at the moment. Jordan, though, got to be careful. Can't let his army get split up like this. Needs to make sure they're fully grouped together. And Viper may have to go back here as Jordan's starting to outnumber him back at home. 10 ships on the water for Jordan. 9 for the Viper. So Jordan's got a water advantage as well here. Interesting stuff. That puts him in a great position, very far ahead indeed. And looking at the scores, you can see that Jordan has a good 200-point lead. But the Viper now on the right-hand side with this archery range, his second one going up as well. He has completed that sneak. Question is, will he be able to hold on to the water whilst he does that? The transport from Jordan coming back across now. Perhaps he'll use it as a meat shield. I don't know. Either that or he's going to send more villagers across. But either way, Jordan should be able to take this army out from the Viper if he micros effectively. Viper are going to have to go back there. And Jordan now starting to wall off on this right-hand side. If he completes the wall off, then the Viper's going to have a tough time getting in with these archers. He's not really going to be able to do too much damage at all. Jordan's got enough for a second tower at the moment. And he has also just gone up to the castle age in a very good time indeed. The Viper nowhere near. Jordan looking incredible at this stage. To go up to the castle age now, he's still got his 4 fishing ships. The Viper has got 2. But if he's not careful, he could end up taking a lot of damage from these archers. It depends if the Viper attacks this palisade or not. Because if Jordan sees in here, then he will quickly wall this up. If he's got enough time, he could do it. He could do it. But either way, castle age for Jordan now. 4 docks out compared to... Well, the Viper has 4 as well. I thought he was still on 3. But 4 docks out. War galley is going to be created in just a moment. And a 5th dock going down as well for good measure. Jordan's kind of abandoning this forward. But being able to take the stone, that's good. I mean, he could sell some at the market. He can use it, of course, to build castles. He could use it to build 2 new TCs. And he's still got his tower there causing damage to the Viper. So... it's really looking good for Jordan at this stage. Viper moving in with these archers. Looks like they might get in actually though. Jordan does not see that, I don't think. But Jordan now going to make that push. Going to take out what he can from the Viper. Splitting and ducking and dodging and diving and dodging. It's like dodgeball on the water. But either way, Jordan now up to the castle age. Really nice timing by him. War galley being researched and archers from the Viper looking to do what damage they can. He might be able to do some here, but Jordan getting up that second TC very quickly and fighting on the water now as well. Looks like he's going to deal with the rest of the Viper's navy. Jordan looking incredibly strong in the center of this lake. The Viper doing damage to Jordan's eco, desperately then trying to get up this TC. Looks like he's going to have little to no trouble at all, and a siege workshop going up there for good measure. And Jordan now just going to attack with these villagers. He will lose some HP on those villagers, but he's got the Viper cornered. He's got him trapped, and War Galley is just about to complete in a moment's time. The Viper then is still feudal. He's only just about to click up to the castle age, and meanwhile he is losing his docks as well. I'm starting to think that Jordan cancelled the War Galley upgrade. He did cancel that upgrade. The War Galley hasn't been done yet. Jordan saving the resources there, and that is just such clever play. So clever. I mean, the fact that Jordan cancelled the War Galley upgrade, he knew he was going to win the water. He knew he didn't need War Galley in that instant. He cancelled it, got the food and the gold back, and instead used it to build his villagers, used it to continue villager production, used it to get up that siege workshop and make that mangonel. So really clever stuff from Jordan there. Doesn't need War Galley now. Well, he might want to get it a little bit later on, but at this moment in time, he doesn't. Mangonel coming in. If Viper's not careful, he's going to lose these archers. Oh, man. Big deal there. Big deal indeed. You know, Jordan could probably kill this archer off here if he just attacks it with that villager. Jordan then able to defend extremely well. His score almost 1,000 in the lead at the moment. And the Viper now on about 70% up to the castle age. Jordan then perhaps going to get War Galley on Bodkin Arrow fairly soon. But I mean, he's already got the water control that he needs. The Viper is going to be on this right-hand side. And that's what Jordan really needs to focus on now, rather than really focusing on the water. So the Viper then, about 80%. Jordan can hit his lumber camp from here as well. And that's a really big deal. The Viper's losing a hell of a lot here, as he finally reaches the castle age. And perhaps we'll see crossbow coming out very soon from him. But man, what a messy game for the Viper so far. Jordan's starting to stonewall this up, and he has got the stone to spare, remember. as well as a third TC now on this gold at the back. So Jordan's economy looking very good indeed, with 3 TCs up. And the Viper moving away to the left side, looking like he's going to build TCs over there, but it is much slower. And it's not an ideal situation for him to be in. The Viper's attack notifications becoming a headache almost. I just sort of imagine them pounding through his skull every time he hears them. Just like, oh god, not again, being raided everywhere. Forced off this wood at the front, really less than ideal for him, having to move his lumber camp to the back. The Viper can't afford a new TC yet. However, he is looking like he's taking quite a bit of stone. Although he's saying that, he's actually stopped taking stone now. Interesting. Very interesting. I thought the Viper might have been saving for a castle, perhaps. But at the moment, Jordan, with this stone wall, with this mangonel, he can defend for ages. He's got a bit of line of sight from the outpost. He's got mangonel, a mangonel even. He's got Mangy on his team. And he is going to be able to sit here and defend for a while, whilst the Viper tries to take pot shots at his wall. He can't get too complacent, however, because the Viper has got another siege workshop coming up, and it looks like he is going to keep this production up on this right side. Man, that is really distracting up there. But yeah, I mean, this is a very good game for Jordan here, walling off this left-hand side as well, making sure that the Viper cannot get around any other way, keeping his eye on him, making sure he's not going to be trying any sneaky stuff. Double wall as well for good measure, and Jordan now could be adding in more fishing ships. I don't see why not. He's got all the water control that he needs. That's all he needs. So, transport ship coming back here. He just did move that. I wonder if he's going to send anything across. I wonder if he's going to send anything across. That would be really cool if he does. But Jordan taking out those docks from the Viper. And what is the Viper going to do in this position? He still doesn't have a second TC yet. He's still just on the 1. So his eco is really starting to fall behind Jordan here, as Jordan's a good 1,200 in the lead. Just pumping out those mangonels. 4 mangonels on this right-hand side, trying to get through these walls. And Jordan just walling up behind it as best he can. Losing a couple of villagers in the process, for sure. But Jordan's own mangonels able to do the damage he needs. If Viper's not careful, if he doesn't pay enough attention, he will lose his own mangonels. Man, mad mangonel micro all over the place today. Oh, 2 mangonels left apiece, and Viper's desperate to get through this wall. He is so desperate to get through this wall. Looks like he might just do it as well. Jordan still defending, still trying to throw villagers at this, but fortified wall now completed. That's going to slow him right down, and it's 1 mangonel apiece. Well, actually, no, saying that, Jordan's got 2 now. And Viper might just be struggling a little bit too much to actually keep this mangonel production up. Looks like then, all out of mangonels, both of them. So fun to watch mangonel wars. And Jordan just going to keep that mangonel production up. But look at that Imperial upgrade for Jordan now. And the Viper is still only just getting up his 2nd and 3rd TC. Jordan on the way up to the Imperial Age. And he is just going to push a huge advantage here. Jordan has this game in the palm of his hand. It's his for the taking if he wants it. He can do this. Mangonel's just going down all over the place and still keeping that mangonel production up. But the interesting thing here is these villagers at the back of Viper's base, they're still there. This house is getting very low on HP. And if Jordan builds a siege workshop back here, maybe even puts up a castle, or no, maybe not a castle, a few archery ranges perhaps, he could do huge damage from this side. But not only that, he could do huge damage from the front with villagers being landed across. Archery range is going up, and to be honest with you, Arbalest at this stage for the Viper is going to be catastrophic. He's not going to be able to deal with the range that they've got. He's not going to be able to protect his eco, especially here. Wide open to attack, and he's focusing so heavily on this right side. So much focus on getting through this fortified wall. And Jordan about to make what I think is going to be the finishing blow here in just a moment's time. As I say, his eco has been so much better for so much longer, and as long as Jordan can keep the Viper out here, as long as he can keep him out, then he's going to be absolutely fine. The question is, can he do that? Can he keep him out? He is so desperate to keep this wall up. Imperial Age, 89, 90%. It's about to happen. TC going down on the front for Jordan for good measure. And Viper now probably going to realise, oh crap, a lot of units moving in. Imperial for Jordan 23. Castle going up on this right-hand side. Great maneuver by him there. Going to be able to prevent these from getting in. Even if the Mangonels get through, they will go down to the castle. There's no question about it. So there we go. The Viper investing so heavily on this right side to be shut down by one castle. Meanwhile, crossbows into his eco. Siege Workshop on the front. Arbalest being researched. And Jordan 23, what I feel is going to be the finishing blow in any moment now. Really, really well played by him. Incredibly well played. And there's the GG from the Viper. My God, what a game. Jordan just takes it. He made that look easy. And that is going to be one of the biggest confidence boosts you could get at this stage of the tournament. Taking the lead against the Viper. Nobody's done it yet. And Jordan now. Jordan is even in terms of points on the round robin scoreboard. And he's taken the lead in this set. So there we go. We're going to go to Game 4 in just a second's time, where it will be the Clash of the Titans map pack, Mirrored Civilizations,